Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Music licensing reimagined. Music licensing reimagined. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Music licensing reimagined. Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined. Music licensing reimagined.
Bro, my mic wasn't on, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm tripping. Like, forgive me. I'm tripping. What's going on though? Look, y'all. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's we struggling. We struggling. But anyways, um, welcome to the stream, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see what we talking about today? We talking about some stuff. We're talking about Wolverine. We're talking about Pokemon. We're talking about PlayStation going back to exclusives. We're talking about Xbox Helix. You know what I'm saying? The Xbox Helix. The Xbox. I don't know why you make it another console, but we're gonna talk about it today here in this live stream. I don't know how long the stream's gonna last because I have a birthday outing to get to. My birthday outing. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to me. Actually, my birthday is Monday, but we're celebrating it today. But I have a birthday. I should have got a haircut, but my barber was tripping. He didn't want to give me a cut. But try to start this earlier. It was raining and stuff, so we're probably gonna go for about an hour. See what we can get through, and then we'll kind of go from there. The rain knocked out my power like twice. Otherwise, I'd have been up here already. I apologize, but anyways, let's get on to what we are going to be discussing today. And first things first, Wolverine finally has a release date. We already know this. The news is owed, as you guys can see, from February 24th. I just haven't had a chance to talk about it. This was like, what, a week or so ago, week and a half ago. September 15th, 2026, guys. That is going to be the release date for Wolverine, as they dropped here in this small little snippet. You guys can see September 15th, 2026. Obviously, this comes after the whole PlayStation debacle of firing that one studio that does their remasters or remakes or whatever, and they let's be real, they needed some good press. They needed, you know, some good publicity, and wanted to be like, all right, guys, what can we do to get people off our asses? And that was, of course, drop this. So excited, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, this is the one game I'm excited for this year. I'm a huge Wolverine fan. He is definitely top 5, along with Batman, Green Lantern, The Flash, Iron Man. What was that? Batman, Green Lantern, The Flash, Iron Man, and Wolverine. Those are my top 5 right there. Batman definitely at number 1. I'd probably put Wolverine at number 2 if we're being honest. So that's pretty much why I'm hyped for this game. That, and because it's like a Arkham Spider-Man style game, of course, just with Wolverine in the game. So he's gonna be having, of course, his classic yellow suit that we all love. So can't wait for that. But of course, with the news of Wolverine comes the news of PlayStation going back to being fully exclusive with their single player games. And I've saved so many things to talk about that we gotta find it. Let's see here. Where is it at? All right, I think this is probably the only one I saved, but there's a lot more out there. It says Sony could reportedly releasing their single-player titles on PC, per report from Jason Schreier. Schreier says Marvel Wolverine is only on PS5. I mean, they release on PC. And then I think he followed that up with saying that it is 100% only on PC. He just didn't want to break the whole story with that podcast or whatever. And then he just eventually just ended up breaking it. And that doesn't just go for Wolverine, guys. It's going to go for Spider-Man 3, the Venom game, Ghost of Yotei, which is already out on PlayStation 5. Probably, if they do a Horizon 3, that'll probably just be PS5 only. Look, I'm gonna be real. When it comes to exclusivity, I'm not mad. I mean, like, I think back in the day, like having exclusives, right? It was like, oh, I play Xbox, I play PlayStation, obviously, it's like kind of bad, kind of good for the when it comes to the consumer. It's 100% good when it comes to the developers and the studios and stuff like that, because they're gonna reap in 100% of that, right? The people are gonna have to buy their console in order to play that game, and I strongly believe Xbox is gonna go back to this after the whole everything's Xbox, because let's be real, that's why Phil Spencer and old girl, God, I can't remember her name, but that's why they're out, because they wanted to make everything an Xbox. And it's like, you cannot make everything an Xbox and think that you are going to sell your consoles. They weren't selling anyway. Before they went to this whole let's make our games for every platform and let's kind of diminish the Xbox brand and not make it mean anything. But that certainly helped, because I mean, if I can get my games on PC, and especially because I have this, which I play mostly more than like I do my PlayStation, my PC, and my Switch, like I'm going to make sure that I get it on this. Even if I had an Xbox, right? I'm gonna make sure I get it on this, because I can take it anywhere, I can play it anywhere. There's no need to have an Xbox. And even if I didn't have this or my PC or my Switch, I have a PlayStation, right? So if those games are going to come to PlayStation, what is the point of me getting an Xbox? I remember back in the day, Mass Effect was like the one game that I wanted to play the most, and it was only on Xbox, if I'm not mistaken. I just waited. I was like, I guess I'm never going to play those games, because I'm not going to buy an Xbox. I don't care to. First of all, I was young and I was poor. So I only had my PS3, PS4, whatever, and eventually Mass Effect was announced for PlayStation, and I was like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, I'm finally gonna be able to play it. I didn't. I bought it now. I bought the trilogy for like $6, $7, something like that on PC. So, and if the rumors are true, which we'll get into later in the video, if the rumors are true, like, your Xbox games are still coming to PC. There's no point in me getting an Xbox, especially if I got a PC, which I've upgraded like fucking 4 or 5 times already in the last 2 years. So there's no point in me getting an Xbox with the whole multi-platform thing, right? So I guess Sony finally realized that, like, hey, these PC players know our games are going to PC. There's no point in them buying a PlayStation, right? I'm not saying, I'm pretty sure PlayStation sales are still pretty good, but like, if I got my PC after PlayStation, right? I'm a PlayStation guy through and through, no matter what. PS6, I'm coming for you. I don't care how much it costs. I'm getting it, because I'm a PlayStation guy. But if you're a PC person, right, and you see like, damn, PlayStation's got that great Marvel Spider-Man game, and it's getting the great ass Wolverine game, but it's okay, it's gonna come to PC, so I'll wait. Versus, damn, it's never coming to PC. I've gotta grab a PlayStation. I got to. Now they're going back to that, and I think it's good also because it drives people to, or developers or these console makers or whatever, to snag up games for like exclusivity, whether it be, hey, we're gonna have this exclusivity for a year and a half to a year, and somebody's like, damn, I really want to play that day one, I gotta go buy an Xbox. It's going to drive competition. It's going to make it's going to make them not get lazy and stuff like that. So that's going to be a really good thing. If PlayStation stayed on if PlayStation was just like, we're going to stay on PC, I still think like they'd still do good, because console people are going to be like, hey, look, if I get a PlayStation, I can not only play PlayStation games, but I can play Xbox games, right? If PlayStation said we're gonna go to Xbox, then you have people that are like, damn, well, I don't care for a PlayStation. You know, I may as well go get this Xbox. And it's like, PlayStation don't want that. And like, I see gamers mad, like, oh, why are you going back to just exclusives? That's old. That's the old way of thinking. Hey, at the end of the day, they're a company and they want to make their money. So I firmly get it. Is that great for the consumer? No, again, but yes, also because it creates competition with exclusivity. So I think Xbox goes back to being like exclusive with their games too. Like I said, Xbox and PC. So not technically exclusive, because I think that next Xbox is going to be expensive. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents when it comes to Sony going back on exclusives. So again, I don't care. Like, it's never bothered me. It's never bothered me for them to have exclusives. I mean, I have a PC anyway, so if they did come to PC, like, I probably still want to buy it on PC. I still buy a lot of PlayStation first party games. I still buy them on PlayStation. I have Horizon. I have the Spider-Man games. Oh God, I'm looking at my games right now. Low key, I probably haven't bought like a new game in a long time, because I decided at that point, like, my PlayStation is just for exclusives. I can show you my PlayStation 5 games that I have. I've got some old PlayStation 4 games as well, but those are before I went to PC. But yeah, look, Spider-Man 2, Jedi Survivor, which is not open. This isn't a PlayStation exclusive, but my dad, like, one day was like, hey, you want a game? And he bought me this game. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. I hadn't beat the first one, so I never opened it. Kenna, I don't remember how I got Kenna. I don't think I paid for Kenna. I think someone gave it to me. I can't remember. Same thing with Deathloop and Judgment. Yeah, this is also still sealed, guys. Like, I'm telling you, when it comes to PlayStation, if I don't get it for free on PlayStation Plus, I'm buying it on PC, unless it's an exclusive game like that day one Wolverine, Spider-Man, whatever that is, like day one exclusive. I'm getting it on PlayStation. So like, again, the whole being exclusive, going back to being like only on PlayStation and not on PC, does not bother me, because if the game is going to be released on all three, PlayStation, PC, or all four, I guess you could say, PlayStation, PC, Switch, and Xbox, I'm going to get it on the not the Switch, on the fucking PC. Switch, I literally only have for Switch exclusives, right? Like on this, I think I only have, and I can show you guys. Look at that. A bunch of free shit. That's it. Other than Pokemon and Mario Kart. Mario Kart came because I got the bundle, of course, the Switch bundle. But like Among Us, Sonic, Shadow Generations, that's because that's my son's game. So I kind of took it from his Switch and like just popped it in here. But that's his game. Apex is free. Power Rangers, I don't remember if it was a Switch exclusive at first and then it went to the other ones, but I paid like $20 at the time, and that's why I got that. Disney Speed Storm is free. Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra, I've got that on here in my phone and my PC. I don't have it on my PlayStation, I don't think. And then of course just Pokemon games. Like, y'all, like, when people have, and I know a lot of gamers have multiple consoles and fucking systems and PCs and stuff like that. Like, so if you guys have all that, like, why are you complaining that we're going back to exclusivity? Like, maybe you want to complain because like you can find that exclusive, like, I don't want to say exclusive because it's that console exclusive, right? Because technically if you're going to PC is not a console. So if you're doing that console exclusive game that's also on PC, and you use like a storefront like Loaded or G2A or Fanatical or stuff like that, you can get those games cheaper. Like, I mean, hey, that's going to be one thing I will miss, you know? Well, I can't say will miss because like I said, I just never did it for the exclusives. The exclusive, I just paid full price on PlayStation. It's just like went about my day. So go ahead and cry all you want for all those that are crying, but I think this is like a good thing. And this is not like, oh, you're a Sony bootlicker or some stupid shit. No, guys, I'm just saying, like, what are we crying for? You know what I'm saying? What are we crying for? But, you know, and again, back to exclusives. Pokemon is an exclusive. Like, I don't see people crying about that. It's an exclusive, and it'll always stay an exclusive. And speaking of Pokemon, let's talk about Pokemon Gen 10, y'all. This has been rumored forever, and I saw the rumors and I was like, yeah, whatever. Cause Pokemon Winds and Waves, I was like, that don't even sound cool. But I ain't gonna lie, this shit right here kind of look dope, like the logos and stuff. And it's just the logos, but it look dope. But look, even the Pokemon, look at this little ugly guy. Look at him. He's so ugly, but yet so cool. I think this is the fire one. Look at Pikachu, bro. Look at Pikachu. Look, Pikachu got clothes. Pikachu got, like, if you could throw clothes on your Pokemon, that'd be dope. I don't know if you can, but that'd be dope. But look, and these are the starters. You got the grassy angry bird. God damn, these Pokemon are ugly. Look at it. The fire one looks the best. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably gonna be the one I pick because I'm a fire type guy. I love fire Pokemon. The water one, he looks okay, I guess. I don't know which one I chose on ZA, but whatever one I chose is whatever. They don't look as ugly as these, but these look ugly, bro. But this is Gen 10 Pokemon. Again, it's called Winds and Waves. It releases in 2027. So, oh shit, what am I doing? So it does not come out this year, but in 2027 we will have it. What was that? Let's see how life feels when Pokemon just announced Winds and Waves. What is this? Who is that? I don't know who that is. Look at all the memes that they've started. Did Nintendo just copy and paste? I don't know where that's from. Is that Pokemon or is that like a knockoff Pokemon? I'm not sure. Look at all these memes because the Pokemon are so ugly. Oh, here are their names. Let's see. We've got Brout, which is the grass leaf one or whatever. Pombon. That's an ugly name, bruh. That is so ugly. It says ugly goat. I mean, it's all right. Nah, it's ugly. Pombon looks like a lot like my dog. That's funny. And then Gekwa, because he's like a water gecko, I guess. An aqua gecko. Gecko power. I don't know if you guys ever watched PJ Masks, but yeah, I did. And then this ugly ass thing. I don't know why these aren't rendering at like, I don't know. They look ugly as far as these screenshots go. That's terrible. Let's watch this trailer real quick. It's 3 minutes and 32 seconds though. It's kind of long, but it is what it is. Lots of Pikachu in this trailer. Lots of Pikachu. Oh, Pikachu! He's like, Mama! Mama! Well, I guess Pikachu has two moms. Could be his girlfriends. Be like, hey, these hoes, come to see me. I always thought Pikachu was a girl, though. So maybe there's like all three girls. Game Freak. It's crazy that Game Freak is coming out with that other game that I talked about in the last stream. And like, I mean, it's Pokemon. I guess it doesn't really need like a high quality graphics for that. I don't know. This looks fine. I mean, it looks like Pokemon. I don't think we're ever gonna get realistically good looking, fantastic looking Pokemon games. I don't see that ever. I wonder what the battle system is like on this though. Like, would it be the same as EA? Because I like that battle system. Because Pokemon Champions, which is something we're about to talk about as well. Like, I think they have the old battle system where you take turns, and that's just more for like a competitive kind of scene. But Why do all Pokemon sound the same? Brout. That boy Brout. Pombon. Gekwa. The clouds kind of look like Pokemon too. So winds and waves, you know what I'm saying? Like, is a lot of, can we underwater battles? Can we do that? Can we do underwater battles? Is that like a thing that'll happen? Pokemon, winds and waves. That's so crazy that this whole trailer was literally music, right, bruh? The fact that we're still 100% probably not gonna have fucking voice acting in Pokemon is insane to me, because why? Like, is it that hard to get voice actors for your freaking Pokemon games, bro? Like, is it really that hard to do that? Because I don't know why you wouldn't. Like, I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, that shit pisses me off having to read because they talk so fucking much. They do. They talk so much. Yellow Darkness coming to Nintendo Switch. Pokemon TCG shit. This Pokemon Champions. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's see. All right, here we go. All Pokemon. All confirmed Pokemon. All Pokemon confirmed to return in Winds and Waves so far. So, tentative Pokemon list. Confirmed in the trailer, 44 Pokemon, and these are, I don't know these Pokemon name. I don't watch Pokemon like that. Pichu, Raichu, Pikachu. What the hell is this? What Pokemon is that? What is this?
It looks like a Raichu, but it's not.
Unless that's no, I don't think they do Mega Evolutions. Oh, look. So are the girl Pikachus? Look at those Pikachus. I don't know what this is.
Me either.
Currently updating below. Let me pull this up and see what this says.
Pikachu.
It's all in Japanese. Let me save this real quick.
We already know some of their names.
Can't save that.
Pikachu, Raichu.
Yeah, but
What is that?
huh? I'm trying to figure out what Pokemon that is. Which one? This one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. All right, I guess my son's gonna join me for the stream. Let's see what else. It says the cloud shaped will be Pokemon with the Pokemon. Okay. So how I said the cloud look like a Pokemon. So right here. Okay. So this is a Gyarados shaped Pokemon. It says it'll be what that raid is for. So I guess you go to the clouds for the raids. I mean, sure, I guess. Sadly, and while things can change between the release, Pokemon Winds and Wave runs at 30 FPS and not 60 like SV and ZA. What are we doing? How did Scarlet and Violet run at 60 and ZA run at 60, but Winds and Waves is not running at 60? I'm hoping that changes as well, because that'd be extra ultra retarded. I don't care. I say retarded. That would be super retarded if that were to happen. Let's see. Pikachu is getting a new model in Gen 10. However, the design is not as, so he just goes from dark to light. I mean, his head's more round, I guess. I mean, who cares? He looks the same. Why they make Dominican Pikachu? Yeah, I don't know. No Poppy Eye, no Black Eye Pokemon. Yeah. More memes. And then I think that's the last thing I had seen for Winds and Waves. Oh, excuse me. Again, it's Pokemon. Like, I don't expect anything spectacular to come out of the game. I play the Pokemon games just because, like, my son's into Pokemon, my brother's into Pokemon. I was never the hugest Pokemon fan, but I played the game. I think Emerald was like the one. Why is this not working? Emerald was the first Pokemon game I had ever bought when I was a kid. Like I had the other ones. Well, my brother had the other ones, and I would like play them. But Pokemon Emerald, because of Rayquaza, however you say it, I was like, yo, this Pokemon looks dope. I think it was the first time I had ever seen him.
You too.
Yeah, that's the Pokemon card game. So it was like the first time I had ever seen Rayquaza, and I was like, yo, I gotta have this game for Rayquaza. And I bought it. It was like $30 at Walmart when I bought it. And I was like, oh man, I just spent $30 on a Pokemon game. So I have to play it. And I like beat it. And that was like the one only time. And then after that, I just never bought one until like Pokemon Sword. And then after Sword, I didn't buy anything. And then I bought this newest one, Legend ZA. And I bought one for me and one for my son. So there's that. All right, let's talk about Pokemon Champions. That's also going to be a new game. These are some of the characters in that game. And whoa, wait, how did I do that? Okay, yeah, him. And then the Haluchador. What is that? Halucha. I'll kill you if you don't have a Halucha. But let's go into the other stuff about it. It's the Pokemon Home. So Pokemon Home, if you have that on your phone or your Switch, like it'll work for, as you guys can see here, Champions, Scarlet, Violet, Legend ZA. I'm assuming it'll work for also Winds and Waves or Winds and whatever. I'm pretty sure you can, as it says, withdraw, deposit. You can link them, transfer, yada yada yada. Fire Red and Leaf Green are also the newest remakes. I don't think I've played those. I'm not sure. Let's see. All right, so Pokemon Home update details. It says changes you make in Pokemon Champions won't be preserved if you move your Pokemon back to Pokemon Home. However, if you return your Pokemon back to Champions, they will reapply. Pokemon Champions won't have all the Pokemon moves. So only Pokemon that appear in Pokemon Champions will be able to visit from Pokemon Home. So you cannot transfer, I guess, from Pokemon Home if that Pokemon is not in Pokemon from Pokemon let's say Legend ZA, right? You move it from there to Home, you have it in Home, and you think you're going to transfer it from Home to Champions. It's not going to work if that Pokemon is also not included in Champions. And I don't know what kind of generations they're doing in Pokemon Champions. Like, personally, look, first of all, I don't know which Pokemon are in which generation. I just play, okay? So Pokemon you have recruited in Pokemon Champions cannot be deposited in Pokemon. So you cannot move Pokemon from Champions to Home and then to another game. Okay. Pokemon you receive through mystery gifts or elsewhere in Pokemon Champions cannot be deposited in Pokemon Home. The Pokemon you bring over to each game via Pokemon Home are limited to Pokemon that appear in those games. So you cannot just be transferring Pokemon all willy-nilly. You can't put a Pokemon Gen... Can you not do that? You cannot put a Gen 10 Pokemon in a Gen 8 Pokemon game or Gen 9 Pokemon game. Pretty much is what it's saying, right? The Pokemon, I already read that one. If Pokemon brought over as visitors know moves that cannot be used in Champions, you need to change those moves via training. Training underwent Pokemon Champions won't carry over to Pokemon Home. Training underwent, let's see. But if the same Pokemon visit Pokemon Champions again, any training they received will be saved. So pretty much saying, like, let's say you train a Pokemon in Champions, right? You teach it new moves or whatever, and then you put it in Home. Whatever you trained him to learn, it's not going to transfer to Pokemon Home because you would still have to transfer that Pokemon. Like let's say you transfer, or you can't even transfer that Pokemon for Pokemon Champions. So that statement just makes no sense. If a visiting Pokemon leaves Champions and returns in a different form, the results of any training had undergone. Oh, okay. I see. So let's say you move Pokemon from ZA, you put it in Champions, you train it in Champions, and then you put it back into Pokemon Home. That training that you just did for that Pokemon, it don't count. It don't matter. But if the same Pokemon visit Pokemon Champions again, they get that training that they learned back. It's pretty much what they're saying. It says, please see Pokemon Home official webpage for more details. I'm excited for Pokemon Champions. I think Pokemon Champions is going to be a dope game. And we can click on this here, and I will bring that up here. Let me see. Oh, nope. There we go. All right, so this is the Pokemon Champions page. It does come out next month for the Nintendo Switch. I think it's supposed to be free. It has a battle pass and stuff like that, so that's gonna be dope. I'm gonna put it on mine. I'm gonna put it on my son's, and I'm gonna put it on my daughter's Switch, and so like we can all learn to play and like battle each other. But it says introducing Pokemon Champions. Get ready to experience everything you love about Pokemon battles all in one place. This new battle-focused game will feature familiar mechanics such as Pokemon types, abilities, and moves, creating an environment conducive to rich and varied strategies for new and experienced trainers alike. Comes to Nintendo Switch systems and mobile devices. So you get your mobile devices, or they come to mobile devices later this year. I think like in the summer or something. We could play the trailer here as well that my son just pointed out. I don't know who these guys are. They're just random people playing Pokemon on the Nintendo Switch on a cell phone. Crazy, he was playing on a Switch 1. You would think they would advertise the Switch 2. That was a Switch 1.
Wait, Dad, did you see that gray one?
The gray
Switch?
No, I didn't see it. That's a Switch 1. That's a Switch 1. Oh, yeah, that's like the one you had. The one that you're selling.
Yeah, who said that?
And you play on the phone. So, yeah, it's back to the old battle system, which is fine. Like I said, it's more powerful, more competitiveness, stuff like that. Oh, we're all playing Pokemon Champions, even the old people. If I'm not mistaken, this is like a 1v1 or a 2v2. Like, I think you can do both. As far as like rank and stuff like that. So it looks like they have Mega Evolutions as well, because that's Mega Raichu, if I'm not mistaken. I wonder if they have Dynamax, or if like they'll like rotate like Mega here, and then we'll rotate Megas out and have a Dynamax and stuff. The Nintendo Switch version is good for, and then yeah, time to become a champion. We the champ. I ain't gonna lie, if they hold like events and they give you the belt, like that'd be dope. Let's see. Battle your way, assembling your ideal team. So let's start with shit. Right here. So Pokemon Champions coming in April 2026. Mega Evolutions fun hardly ends with Dragonite. You can obtain even more Mega Stones for Pokemon that Mega Evolve in Pokemon Legends ZA to commemorate the release of Pokemon Champions. An in-game campaign will be held whereby players can receive whatever this Pokemon is, Delphoxite and Greninjite and Floatitite stones. By storing all that shit, you can that you befriended during Pokemon Legends EA and home and bringing them to Pokemon Champions as visitors, you can obtain their Mega Stones from your mailbox in Pokemon Champions. So if you do all this in ZA, pretty much once you get into Pokemon Champions, you'll have that like little gift things that you can claim for that. Because by linking Pokemon Champions to Pokemon Home, you will be able to bring certain Pokemon to Pokemon Champions as visitors, as well as send visiting Pokemon back to Pokemon Home if visiting Pokemon knows. Pretty much stuff we already read. So yeah, I mean that's cool. You know, that's cool. Let's go back to this one, and let's go to the battle your way so we get more battle details. So you have ranked battles, casual battles, and private battles. Of course, this is for your friends here in private battle mode. You select the format and battle your friends, family, or other people you know. Create a room, and you and the opponent you'd like to face having an exciting battle. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokemon. Private battle, single battle. So that's okay. Casual battle mode is pretty much going there just to play, you know, just to have fun. And then of course your ranked battles where you're playing against people on your rank and you just rank up. It's very, very simple. So it says playing ranked battles also lets you obtain VP after your matches, and the VP is pretty much what you spend like on getting other Pokemon and stuff like that. Power up victory points, says the VP. Let's see, you'll need VP to recruit and train Pokemon. VP cannot be directly purchased, so keep battling and gain VP. So that's cool. So in order to train your Pokemon and to recruit Pokemon, as aka capture your Pokemon, right, you gotta have VP, and you cannot buy the VP. I think the only thing that's going to be in like that you can buy are like cosmetics and stuff like that. And this is probably just to kind of like even the playing field, so to speak, when it comes to ranked mode and stuff like that. Because like if people were just bought the VP and then went in and bought all the good Pokemon, like I don't think that's fair to, like, let's say a kid who isn't going to be able to buy VP and to get the Pokemon that they want. So battle to the beat, select your music when battling other trainers online has been a common feature of Pokemon video games on Nintendo Switch, but Pokemon Champions taking it one step further. In addition to original tracks from Pokemon Champions, you can enjoy battle songs from a variety of other titles in the Pokemon series. So from other Pokemon.
Are you done streaming?
No, why? What's up? It says master Mega Evolutions and ranked battles. Under the first set of rules, ranked battles held in Pokemon Champions will be able to undergo Mega Evolution. So again, like I said, rotation. I believe they're going to have like a set rotation. But it says under the first set of rules, you will be able to do Mega Evolutions. Which, are you trying to get down? What are you doing? What are you doing? So under the first set of rules, I guess like first rotation or whatever, Mega Evolutions, right? That's what I said, Mega Evolution. And I don't think I even read this yet. So this is news to me. But Mega Evolutions, and then like I said, maybe like, I think it was called Dynamax, right? Where they turn into like the huge giants in Pokemon Sword and Shield. Omni Ring, a battle essential. The protagonist of this title wear a device called an Omni Ring, and an item necessary for Mega Evolutions. It's similar to the Mega Rings in the Pokemon video game series. So instead of having Mega Rings, you have the Omni Ring. Other special features may be added to the Omni Ring in the future. That's dope. Research is being conducted to make the Omni Ring capable of drawing out a variety of Pokemon compatibilities. Pokemon Champions will also be used for the VGC. I guess that's what the Video Game Championships software or something like that. Starting in 2026, Pokemon Champions will be used for the VGC software for the Pokemon World Championships and for the Championship Series events leading up to Worlds. Pokemon can be brought from home into the Pokemon Champions to assemble your team. So here you go. Seasons and regulations. So I did see this picture somewhere. So let's see. Season M1, M2, M3, M4. Regulation set MB. Regulation set M1. New Pokemon may be added. It says placements are tallied. So ranked battles results will be tallied each season and used to determine your final placement in rank, as well as your final season rewards. New regulations for ranked battles. Don't do that. New regulations for ranked battles will be set every few seasons to mix up the competition. So again, this is like the Pokemon you can use, and other will change with each new set of regulations. You never know. New Pokemon just might become eligible. So again, set rotations. If you played the Pokemon card game, that's pretty much what it is, right? Because stop, Jay. That's pretty much what the set rotation is that they go in and pretty much take cards out and they don't become playable or whatever anymore and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure that's kind of what they'll do, like I said, with evolving and stuff like that. Assembling your team, it says expanding your Pokemon roster with new friends. You can bring some of your past partners into Pokemon Champions to Pokemon Home. So this is just pretty much the stuff we went over earlier with connecting to Pokemon Home and stuff like that. This is how you recruit your Pokemon in the game. It says instead of catching Pokemon, you recruit them from your roster. You recruit them with your VP points, like we talked about earlier. You'll be able to meet a new lineup of Pokemon without using VP every 22 hours. It says you have your trial recruitment and your permanent recruitment. So you have a way to... what am I doing? You have a way to... What is going on with you? You just over here making noise. Stop. You have your trial recruitment once a day, and this you don't use VP points. This is just for you to test out Pokemon or whatever, and then of course this is where you get your Pokemon. So it says once you found a Pokemon that's a good match for you, you add it to your team permanently. And it looks like right here it has a Gardova permanently. It's about 1,000 VP because this is going from 5,000 to 4,000. You know me, man. I want that Charizard right there. Charizard, Charmander, Charmeleon. I want them all. Pokemon recruit Pokemon even faster. You can also recruit Pokemon by using tickets instead of VP. Items such as quick coupons and teammate tickets are available, and these are primarily obtained through in-game missions. By using quick coupons, you can shorten how long you must wait to recruit a Pokemon by 1 hour. Okay, so I guess you can only recruit a certain a certain amount of times. By using teammate tickets, you can permanently recruit Pokemon without using VP. So that's dope. Train your Pokemon. You use the VP to train it. It says by using VP, you can hone your Pokemon's attack, defense, and other stats. You can even alter their abilities and moves. Customize your team to match your battle style. Running short of VP, you can use training tickets to also train them. Mega Dragonite is coming to Pokemon Champions. That's going to be the one that appears in Legend ZA. And it was also the chase card, I believe, in Ascended Heroes, which was the latest Pokemon TCG set. And that's it on that. For that website. And that's probably it for Pokemon Champions. Let's kind of scroll through here. No, here we go. This is just more stuff. It says early download. Players can receive Dragonite. Kind of already talked about that. More points in the thread. It says training mechanics. Visiting Pokemon can learn new moves and champions. When sent back, those training results. They keep those training results unless form changes. Oh, except for form changes, I guess is what it's saying. Campaign event, in-game campaign will distribute the Mega Stones, Pokemon Champions, training tutors, not much info, but a variety of NPCs within specific locations, like the Battle Arena, will be available to practice against. So you can, it looks like, play against the AI or whatever to kind of get some practice in there. Let's see what this says. It says Pokemon Champions will be free to play. That's kind of what we were talking about earlier. It will be free to play. However, there will be an option, a paid subscription you can buy to increase storage space, increase number of teams you can have, and premium missions. You will also be able to purchase a premium battle. Okay, so these are two different ones. So if you get if you just do it free, like it looks like you have a certain amount of space. You have a certain amount of space for where you, please don't do that, where you can keep your Pokemon. And then if you pay, I guess maybe a monthly subscription, probably you get like just an increase in the stuff that you have. And then of course Battle Pass, we all know what the Battle Pass is. Like damn near every game has Battle Passes now. There'll be free Battle Pass and a pay Battle Pass. Let's pull this up. As you can see, these are, like I said, more cosmetics. I think this is a Pokemon right here. And then, yep, I don't know what Pokemon that is, but that's Pokemon. So it looks like you can obtain Pokemon through the Battle Pass. It's just probably the paid one, honestly, is where you could probably, let's see, it says, for example, the Emborite only appears in the paid Battle Pass. So yeah, though you will also be able to buy Mega Stones using Victory Points. So kind of keep that in mind. It's a free game, but it will have a Battle Pass because every game has a Battle Pass now. Yay! Battle Pass! News from Champions. There's a lot of information. Mission from English. In this thread, let's see. Pokemon Champion Starter Pack. The game will be free to play and include a one-time purchase of a starter pack. This includes 50 additional box spaces. So you increase from 30 to 80. V's trainer, and then 50 training tickets. Okay. I wonder if that's like a Japan only exclusive type of thing. Who knows? Private battle lobbies. You can create private battle lobbies where multiple battles can take place, presumably allowing for spectators as well. I was kind of thinking that. I just wasn't for sure. So that's going to be dope. To like spectate your friends. Maybe run like tournament, like your own little small tournaments or whatever. That'd be cool too. Character customizations. Not only can you change the outfit, you can also set your pre-battle pose, Pokeball throw animations, and victory animations. That's cool. Nakajima is Caraway's father. Okay, I don't know why that needed to be mentioned. Membership. You can join a membership that gives you various benefits, increased box sizes, battle team count, exclusive missions, and additional. So it looks like this is completely different from a subscription. And then when you battle, can you sit up correctly or go over there if you're not gonna, if you're gonna keep making noises? Go that way. So go get it.
I want my Nintendo Switch.
So go get your Nintendo, bro. Goddamn kids don't have kids. Don't have kids. The Chinese YouTube. Oh, look, opening cutscene. Let's see what this does. And when I'm done with this, family, bro, family. I just love to intervene. So this is the opening cutscene. I guess when you start the game up. I'm not gonna put this on my phone. I may put this on my phone. I don't know. I'd be running out of space too quick. I'm guessing father and daughter about to battle each other. Is that what this means? Right? She was like his daughter, right? They both have red eyes. They do have red eyes. They're red eyes. Dread man. Dragon. Oh, it's the team battle. These Pokemon. I don't know what these Pokemon champions. Awesome. Why do they release different things for different like regions? That doesn't make any sense to me. All right, new Pokemon sightings. Every new Pokemon shown based on Cerebees available on this. How do I say that? Steelix, Whimsicott, Drampa, King Gambit. These are like Pokemon that I have in Pokemon cards, bruh. And they, let's see. Let's get Mega Blaggeron, Mega Mafoxy, and Mega Greninja into action. Let's see what they look like. All right. So they're gonna. Ooh, that Leafeon. That's Leafeon, right? Am I tripping, or do I not know my Pokemon? I don't know my Pokemon, if I'm being honest. But full 3D models, and they look great. They look really great. What are these symbols though? Is it like the mixed symbols of the Pokemon that are on your team? Like it's like a, you know what I'm saying? To Tinkaton and all these other ones. Venusaur, Blastoise, of course. You gotta have the OGs in there. I don't know what that is. Conklidor? Don't know. Wow. There was a lot that they did not show us. What is going on? Why do they get the cool info and we get like the bare minimum? Let's see. Pokemon Champions uses stats. Let's see. Pokemon's always at level 50. Up to 32 stat points to convert to the old EV system. 1 SP equals 8 EVs. And yes, for comparison purposes, if we think in terms of the old EV system, Pokemon can now have up to 256 EVs in any stat and 528 EVs in total. I don't know what that means. I've never played Pokemon like competitively. I low-key did not know Pokemon had like a competitive scene until maybe like last year. Honestly, like 100% did not know that like that was a thing, because I just thought people battled and that was it. That's all I thought. I thought it was like, oh hey, yeah, let's battle, ha ha. This stupid shit here. Yeah, let's battle and kill each other with Pokemon. Wee. But yeah, that's I never knew. You can hear my son screaming downstairs. My wife's picking on him. I never knew Pokemon had like a huge competitive scene. But yeah, one other thing I kind of want to talk about before we move on to the final topic here, which is the Xbox, is High Guard is done, fellas. 5 more days and High Guard is done. It's a game that I was trying to push my friends to playing because look. X Defiant came out, and I was like, yo, we got to play X Defiant. I love X Defiant. X Defiant, bro. I'm so heated. Please bring back X Defiant. But yeah, X Defiant got shut down. I was upset. I kept trying to get people to play that. Like, I had my friends playing it for a little bit, but it's so hard to play a game and like constantly go to bat for a game when it just was not taken care of. And Ubisoft did not take care of X Defiant. Like, let's just be real. They just didn't. They did not care about X Defiant. And so Fast forward to 2025 Game Awards. I saw the High Guard trailer. I texted my friends like, hey, High Guard looks kind of dope. And they all texted back. Literally every one of them was like, that shit looks like ass. And I was like, fuck. All right, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just give games too much credit. Like I try to try out the free games, not the paid games, because nigga, if you look like ass, I'm not gonna spend my money on you and then be out of $70 fucking dollars. So I saw the game. Same thing with Marathon, by the way. I played the beta. My friends saw the beta and they're like, yeah, we're not doing that. So can't blame them for that either. But yeah, back to High Guard. The game dropped, bro, like the day after my daughter's birthday, and it was just straight ass, right? Like so many bugs, couldn't do shit. It was just ass. Switched over to PlayStation. It was fine, but I was like, man, there needs to be more to this game. First of all, it needed to be 5v5 or more. They switched it, or they didn't switch it, but they added 5v5, and it was like, it's better, but like, it ain't. There's nothing else. It's just better. There's nothing else to it. They dropped the roadmap and everything like that. We're not going to see that roadmap because they announced that on the 12th of March, we are done. Yo, I don't know if y'all can hear them arguing. But yeah, on the 12th of March, High Guard is done. That absolutely sucks. I salute you, High Guard. Rest in pieces. Sucks, but it is what it is. All right. Now let's talk about this Xbox. Xbox Project Helix. Are we serious right now, Xbox? Are we serious right now? Are we serious? Now, this is the tweet that I saved the other day. This was their right. Let's look at this. Like, Project Helix. I saw that and was like, this has got to be fake. It has to be fake. It was not. Can y'all believe that? This was not a hoax. I had to double check to see if this was the actual Xbox shit. It says the next generation of Xbox console. Project Helix. Look, I get it. You don't want to get out of the console space. And that's cool. That's great. But what are you going to do to draw people back in? Because one, look, your consoles now are super expensive for no reason. They're ass, and you're charging like premium tier price for these shits. So then this tweet comes out. Great start to the morning with Team Xbox, where we talked about our commitment to the return of Xbox, including Project Helix, the codename for our next generation console. Project Helix will lead in performance and play your Xbox and PC games. Looking forward to chatting about this one with our partner studios at my first GDC next week. So, Xbox and PC games. Where have we seen this before? The Xbox Ally X. That also cost $1,000 or $1,100 or something like that. I think it was like $1,000. So, an underpowered Xbox that played Xbox games through Game Pass, plus PC games through Steam, Battle.net, GOG, EA, Ubisoft, all these other launchers that you get through PC. And it was underpowered because it's a handheld. It's just like this. Literally everything that can do, you can do on this without the Xbox branding. I want y'all to know that. Whether it's the Legion Go 1, 2, S, MSI Claw 8, MSI Claw 8 AI, MSI Claw A8, whatever it is, the MSI Claw 7-inch one that no one liked. You can do everything that the Xbox Ally X can do. And they're all pretty much running the same performance. So now we going to this, a console PC hybrid. And like, that's cool. But if it's anything like the X, more powerful, y'all, we're gonna spend. Well, I don't want to say we are, because I'm not buying it. I'm not gonna say any. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I may buy it. No, I'm letting you guys know right now, I'm not buying it. And the reason I'm not buying it is because I have a PC. You know, if this is a PC Xbox hybrid and you're getting like your Xbox games to play on that, then they're gonna come to PC still. So there's no point in me buying it. And again, I have a PlayStation. I don't need an Xbox. I have my Xbox. I have an Xbox right here, right? This is an Xbox. This is an Xbox. I have an Xbox. I have an Xbox right here. This is my good old PC. I have an Xbox, you know, that I can upgrade and mess around with whenever it starts to feel sluggish. I have an Xbox. You have an Xbox. What is the point of them going back to trying to do another console? Your consoles right now are stupid expensive and they didn't sell. Even before you went multi-platform, you didn't sell. What are we doing? This makes no fucking sense to me. Unless you were going back to just straight console and straight first party games, no fucking multi-platform bullshit. I don't see the point of this, especially because then this report came out, right? Between $1,000 and $1,500. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's not gonna be $1,000. It's gonna be way more than that. And the reason for that is because your Xbox Ally X already costed $1,000, and it's going to be way less powerful than this. I don't get it. I don't know what the point of this. I don't know what the point of this console system PC hybrid is, like, at all. It shit just baffles me. It makes no sense. Like, Xbox, please just make it a regular console. Because if you put that goddamn Xbox full screen experience, and I have it on my Xbox already, it sucks. It's better than Windows, like full on desktop Windows. Don't get me wrong. But here's the thing. You got to keep going back to desktop Windows when you like want to mess with settings and stuff, like actual settings, not like the standard, let me connect to the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and this and that. It does not make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me that they decided to just, I mean, again, unless they're going to go back and be like, look, not everything was an Xbox, guys. Phil Spencer was tripping. You know, Sarah Bond was tripping. That's her name. I forgot it earlier. They were just tripping, which they were. Let's be real. Everything's an Xbox ass. Like, no, it's not. This controller is an Xbox. This phone is an Xbox. Your PlayStation is an Xbox because it plays Xbox games. You have a PlayStation Xbox 5. It was stupid. It was dumb. Now, one other thing. Brother, this is an AI lady. I'm not saying she's AI. I'm just saying her main focus and job was AI. Xbox or Windows is trying to incorporate Copilot and AI into damn near everything. And I would rather have Phil Spencer do his whole everything is an Xbox versus her being like, or versus like them trying to be like, hey, we're gonna make everything AI. Like, we gotta, like, hey, if you want to put a game on Xbox, it's gotta have some form of like, you gotta use AI. You gotta have this AI elements in here. You need AI to do this, to do that, to this, whatever. I don't want no fucking AI made games. I just don't. I don't want it. Like, I see the AI made videos and it's like, come on, bruh. Shit is ass. Not all of them. Some of them lately I've been looking low key kind of cool, but for the most part they're ass. So, anyways, I just go back to being exclusive. Don't put shit on PC. Keep your shit on Xbox and Xbox only on the console. Give people a reason to buy it. Don't price that no goddamn $1,000. Don't. PlayStation, don't price that PS6 at no $1,000. Let's keep it at. Oh, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. if you're gonna drop two models like you have been doing, both for both companies, 600, 700. That's it. That's where we need to go. That's where you need to end it. We don't need it any higher than that. We don't need it at no fucking $1,500, bro, at all. Like, not only that, we have the Steam machine coming out. I'm not gonna get that either. We have the Steam machine coming out. I honestly, I just want the Steam control, that Steam controller. That's really it. But yeah, so Steam machine's coming out. PlayStation 6, Xbox. I think the Steam machine's supposed to drop sometime this year. Still, allegedly, we don't know yet. Haven't heard anything about it. It's supposed to drop early 2026, and we see how that's going because of like the RAM and stuff. Not their fault. I think they want to price at a fair price, and like the whole RAM thing, Ramageddon, as it's been called. I think that's kind of like messing up a lot. If rumors are true, the new Xbox Helix, which is your Xbox PC hybrid, is 2027. And then PlayStation is supposed to be like 2028. I think, personally, that the Steam machine gets pushed towards the end of this year, if not early next year. And we get both Xbox and PlayStation in 2028. I don't think PlayStation is going to let Xbox like drop a console before them, because we see how that worked with the PS5 or the PS3 and the Xbox 360, right? The 360 came out in 2005, and then the PS3 came out. Yeah, so Xbox 360 was November 22nd, 2025, and then the PS3 was November 11th. I said 2025, 2005, November 11th, 2006. So, and we saw that went. PlayStation 3 lost that generation. I thought it was a better console. That's just me. I'm a PlayStation fanboy. Do you know what you could do on a PS3, bro? You could do a lot. You could access the internet. You could watch. You could watch that shit. Themes, movies. Like, it was a whole ass media player. And then PS4 came and they were like, nah, we're not doing that shit, which was retarded, but whatever. But yeah, so Xbox, rethink your strategy. Well, you don't even have to. Make it a mid-tier, make it a mid-tier. And when I say mid-tier, I'm telling you, $600, $700, 1440p machine if you have to, because, bruh, I mean, look, you're not selling your consoles now, bro. You're not. And you want to appeal to the casual gamers, to the families that are going to be like, all right, this is going to be my son's Christmas present, my daughter's Christmas present, my whatever. If you cannot appeal to them, this fucking beard is pissing me off. It's so ugly, bro. If you can't appeal to them, you lost. Like, plain and simple. You didn't appeal to them this generation. Like, everybody, that every video, every article, every time I talk to someone, even my daughter's friends, bro, like, they be like, PlayStation, 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 PlayStation. You failed in capturing them, and then you went and raised your prices. You got to learn from that. Don't make this too expensive. Do what you got to do to not have it expensive, and like, just go from there. Go from there. But anyways, y'all, I got to get out for this birthday thing that they're doing for me, because it's already 7:00 at night over here, and this place does not allow children in after 9. So we're about to head out right now, and I wanted to make this a bit longer, but it is what it is. I kind of got through every topic, had to speed through it and stuff like that. Again, Wolverine is dropping later this year. Oh yeah, September 15th. We're on it. PlayStation exclusives are coming back. I'm not mad at it. New Xbox. Okay. Pokemon Gen 10. Let's do it. I'm excited. High Guard. It was nice, bro. Nice 45 days, I guess. I'm not playing it. I already deleted High Guard from everything. It's just no point in playing it. GDC is next week. We'll probably cover that at the end of next week, like next Friday, next Saturday. I haven't decided yet. Whenever I have time to do a stream on that. But GDC is this week. We'll see what kind of info comes out from that. Will PlayStation announce a new console now that Xbox has? We'll see. we will see. But yeah, anyways,